How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace, and today we're checking out Lorna Pain Remains. So this song is broken up into three parts: Dancing Like Flames, After All I've Done I'll Disappear, and In the Sea of Fire. And I think it's really interesting when you have concept albums and songs that are broken up like that. I think it's a really cool concept. And I'm definitely excited to check out the song in its entirety, but I am gonna break it up into three parts just because I wanna focus on each part individually, and I don't wanna pause a single video multiple times more than the 2 or 3 that I do. And I feel like that breaks it up too much. So I feel like, splitting up to 3 parts would probably be best. But I am planning on releasing these back to back, so it won't be too long of a wait or anything like that. From the Lorna and Will Ramos reactions that I've done, this is the most requested one that I've gotten. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out, so I say we go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, Lorna Pain Remains 1, Dancing Like Flames. Here we go. I always like that build-up that they do for their songs. There's just something about it that something huge is gonna come. I like how I can hear the rain too. It's a really artistic shot. I like that. With all the purple contrasting this. I love the instrumentation. And that pain in his voice too. This is such an intense performance, but it's like really good. You know, like at the beginning you have that build up, and it's, you know, it's a slow gradual build up, but you can tell just based on how everything's coming in that it's going to be intense. And I love how melodic the guitar playing is throughout this. I mean, from the Lorna Shore performances I've gotten to check out, it typically is a very melodic style, which I do appreciate. I definitely like that. But there's just something about how they're played with the speed of the drums and the bass that just brings in that intensity that just reinforces that. That's so good. And then, of course, you have Will's vocal style where he has this emotional performance with all this intense vocal screaming and growling. Like it's really well done here. And honestly, I was so engrossed in the performance and the video that we were getting, I didn't even realize we were over 4 minutes in. I was like, wow, that went so fast. They did really pack in a lot into this. And with this video, like, you don't even realize until a little over halfway in that he's not in like his living room. Cause like at first that's where I thought he was. I thought, you know, he was just like thinking back to, you know, a happier time or just in the past in general where he and his wife were together. I'm making assumptions that it's his wife because it looks like he's wearing a wedding ring, but you do see him in pain throughout this video, you know, back and forth between the past and the present, where they're walking together and they're happy. And it's really interesting if you just zero in on those specific moments where you have this intense music playing and they're sitting and walking at a park. Like that's just a really interesting contrast, but if you back it up and look at the whole picture, it makes a lot more sense. And then you realize that they're in a hospital room instead of, you know, in his living room, and you see her in a hospital bed, and then you realize what's actually happening. And then with the color contrast that you get where, you know, in the hospital room where it's very bleak and very dull colors, and then you bounce back to the past with them together and it's very colorful. It's such a great visual representation of the emotion in the song. The past portions are almost dreamlike, and there probably is a lot of color theory that goes into this video, but I'm gonna wait until the whole video is done before I cover that. But yeah, I mean, this is so good and I'm ready to check out the rest of it. Let's go ahead and get back to it. So here we go. Love the guitar solo. Okay, so she woke up. So I'm guessing he does get to say goodbye. Okay, it just cut off. So I'm guessing there is no break between the three parts. It feeds immediately into the next part. I don't know if the instrumentation is going to be any different, you know, coming from this, if it's going to be like in a different style, a different tempo, or anything like that. So I am looking forward to checking that part out as well. I was really starting to feel the scene where it looked like she was about to pass away as well. And I think she probably just passed away right at the end there. I really did feel the tears start to form up a little bit, but then the video just ended. I was like, oh, that kind of took me out a little bit. So in a way, I'm kind of regretting not doing all three of them in one video, but even still, it just gives me more of a reason to check out the next part. The instrumentation, the guitar solo is absolutely phenomenal. The instrumentation, the intensity that we got during this was incredible. You saw Will like drop to his knees, and you really feel that emotion, especially when they go back to the hospital scene. I really like how they're playing in a church. You have the window panes behind them and everything, and it really does create a great lighting effect as well. The lightning that we get throughout this, I think, is great. And going back to the whole color theory thing, and I'm specifically focusing on purple, which I'm kind of curious if the next two parts are also going to be purple or if they're going to be a different color followed by a different possible emotion. But looking at color theory for purple, you have melancholy and sadness, deep dark tones, which we got with the lightning. You saw it flash and like in the clouds and everything. You got a much like richer, darker color. You have deep dark tones that can feel somber, isolated, or reflective, often associated with grief. You also have the bright purple with the lightning itself. You have like that vibrant creativity. You also got to see that in the window pane itself. And then with the darker purples, you have serious introspection and deep emotional intensity. And you really feel that throughout this performance as the video progresses, as the song progresses. And with the lyrics and the title of the song, Dancing Like Flames, like it has this sense of life in it. And with The Pain Remains, like going through this, you can really feel that. So with the intro, captivate me, become my escape, I can't look away, you were my everything. The post-chorus, flicker like shadows dancing beyond the flame, you took me by surprise and then you disappeared in the blink of an eye. And the bridge, a wrinkle in time, that's what's left of my life. Before you go, show me what it's like to finally know the face behind the silhouette. But within the expanse, I finally see a world without you isn't meant for me. So you really get this like feeling that he loved her and like she's passing away and he can't go on without her. Like he really loved her. It really shows you how fast life goes and like how quick things can happen, and you have to cherish as much as possible while you can. But yeah, I mean, this was an amazing part. I'm really looking forward to the next two parts and would not mind checking out more from Lorna Shore. If y'all have any suggestions or anything I should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the description for all the cool stuff like the socials, the link to the video, the buy me a coffee link for any priority requests. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag dancing like flames. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye guys.